before we actually get started on today's workout, I want to go through just a few like warm-up exercises that I like to do with my clients or even for myself, depending on what kind of workout I'm going to be doing. And since today is a full body workout day, we are going to warm up everything from here to our toes. So we're just going to go through a couple of exercises. Again, there's no reason to like overexert yourself. It is just a warm up, and it is just to kind of get your body ready, loose, warm, and your heart rate up just a little bit, so that way you will be prepared for today's workout. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with butt kicks. So what I like to do is put my hands on my hips and kind of just kick your booty. So we want to keep the body upright, eyes are forward, the knees need to be kind of facing down, and you are landing on the balls of your feet, not flat-footed. A few more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So again, those are called butt kicks. Now the next exercise are high knees. If you have space in your living room or wherever you are right now to kind of move and travel during the mountain climbers, that is preferable, but if not, these can be done stationary. I'm actually going to get to the side of my carpet here, and I'm going to do high knees just back and forth. Now with the high knees, we want to try to get the knees up to the hip, okay? So not here, but as always, you do what you can, but the more that you can get the movement from here to here, the more flexibility you will develop in your hip flexors. So here we go, high knees. Again, hands are on hips, eyes are forward. If you want to do stationary, same thing, keeping the knees up high, body is leaned back just a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. So one more exercise, and as you can see, I am already a little bit winded, which is totally fine. I don't do a lot of cardio, so for me it doesn't take much to get winded anyway. So there's 2 different variations of the jumping jack for today. Instead of just the traditional, which is totally fine. Since we are going to be doing a lot of leg movement today, I am going to actually put my hands up here and just go in and out with my feet. So just a slight bend in the knee. Now if you want to incorporate the arms and the upper body, the good old regular jumping jack. Three, 2, 1, and done. So again, these are just a few warm-up exercises that you can do prior to any workout that you are going to be doing, and they're easy, they're effective, and of course you can do them anywhere. So I would just do them for like 20 or 30 seconds at a time. Give yourself enough rest time to get your heart rate down just a little bit before you actually start your workout. Thanks, you guys. Hello guys, and welcome to Golf Squad Fitness. So listen, it's been a few months since I have posted a new video. I went back to work recently, so life has been kind of crazy, but here I am again, back in quarantine. So I thought there's no better way or a better time than now to start putting out new fitness videos for you guys that are still stuck at home. So what I'm going to do today, we are going to do a full body strength and cardio workout. So if you have weights available, you will need those for today's workout. Again, I am going to be posting new videos frequently for the next week or so. So it's okay if you do not have weights today. I will be posting a new one tomorrow that will just be body weight. But for today, whatever weights that you have, probably between the 5-pound and 10-pound range is what you would need for today. But again, if you just have one or the other, that is totally fine. And a few of these exercises you can actually do without weight. So what I like to do is I like to go through all of the exercises first and kind of show you what you're going to be doing and how to do certain movements. So it's pretty imperative for the first few minutes of today's workout that you are kind of following along with me and making sure that you are paying attention to detail. So today is a little bit of a fast-paced workout. Once we start, it's going to be go, go, go for the duration of the workout. So do your best to keep up, but as always, take the breaks when needed. The great thing about YouTube videos is that you can hit the pause button, give yourself a little bit of a break, and then return to the exercises. Unfortunately for me, I don't have that option. And you will find that I do get tired and I do get out of breath. I am human and I do not do this very often, so just bear with the heavy breathing that you might hear. Okay, so first up, this first exercise is just an in and out squat. It can be done with or without weight. I am going to take my heavier weight. This is 20 pounds. If you have a weight, you need to be holding it here at the chest on either side of the dumbbell. But I always tell my clients, do not rest it here on the chest. You can engage in the shoulders a little bit if you kind of keep it off and keep your elbows tucked. For the in and out squats, for today, make sure that your feet are in line with the shoulders. So you need to do a body check. We always want to keep good body alignment, especially when we are doing squats. And I will ask that when you are performing a squat and you are landing in a jumping position, make sure that you are keeping your feet and about shoulder width apart and you are keeping a slight bend in the knees. So the in and out squat, we're actually going to start with our feet more narrow. We're going to go out and in, here to here. Notice that I am not standing completely up. I'm not locking the knees. I am in that semi-squat the entire time. Secondly is the squat thruster, and you will need, I'm going to go with lighter weights on this one just because I still have a funky shoulder that I'm dealing with. You will need 2 dumbbells for this one, but you can do it with 1 if that's all you have. You're going to have the dumbbells facing forward. Elbows are here. Turn to the side. This is a thruster, so it's a full body movement. We're going to do a half squat and press. Here to here. So what you don't want to do is you don't want any flare like chicken wings out here. We want to keep the elbows close to the middle part of our body. That's the squat thruster. And third is the goblet squat. Heavier weight again for this one if you have it. So our toes are going to be flared out. Ooh, so I told you guys about the heavy breathing. I'm already tired and I'm just demonstrating. So we're going to keep the dumbbell here in the middle of the body. Elbows are in. Now this is called a sumo squat stance. My feet, as you can see, are facing away from me. So when I squat, it's going to be important for my knees to follow the feet. Here and here. So I'm pausing at the bottom. As I'm coming up, I'm squeezing the booty and tightening up the quads. Let me show you from the side. So again, keeping the weight close to the middle of the body. Toes are flared out. Knees are following the feet. Okay, so this is the way it's going to work. The circuit, we're gonna do all 3 exercises for 20 seconds. There is no rest, so we will go from one exercise to the other. And then after we've completed 3 exercises, we will rest for 40 seconds and then repeat 3 times. So grab your weight. Let's go with the bigger one. Okay, here we go. So we are gonna start with in and out jump squats. Again, can be done with or without weight. 20 seconds of work time, and go. Make sure you're staying in that squat, even with your feet together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready for thrusters. I'm gonna grab my smaller weights. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And goblet squat. Back to the heavy weight if you need it. In 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, toes are out wide. Squeeze at the top. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo-hoo-hoo. 40 seconds. So, as you can see, I am very winded. I do a lot of strength training when I'm in the gym and not a lot of cardio like I should, so I am going to be struggling right with you guys today. Okay, here we go. So that was set 1, round 1. We're going to do all 3 exercises again. This is going to be round 2. Same thing, 20 seconds of work time. Back to back to back before we get our rest. I'm going to grab my heavier weight. In and out squats. 3, 2, 1, and go. Try not to let that weight pull you forward. Keep your core tight. Knees are bent. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna grab my lighter weight. Go into squat thrusters. 3, 2, 1, go. Almost there. 2, 1, time. Here we go. Last one for this round. Goblet squat and go. Three, 2, 1, rest. Awesome job, you guys. Woo-hoo-hoo. So of course now is a good time for you to drink your water or your amino drink. Better not be soda or like juice with a lot of sugar. And on the topic of water, just make sure that you are drinking water all day, throughout the day, because oftentimes people make the mistake of thinking that they can get away with just drinking water like an hour leading up to exercise. That's not how your body functions. Your body needs that water all day on a daily basis, especially, well, here in Arkansas, it's hot and humid, so especially if you're outside doing a lot of exercising or running or even hiking, you're sweating. So it's important for you to get that hydration in. Okay, we have one more round, all 3 exercises back to back to back, 20 seconds of work time. I want you to give it all on this last set, as many reps as you can do in that 20 seconds. And if you have heavier weight, challenge yourself to use that heavier weight on all 3 exercises, or maybe just 1 or 2, whatever you're comfortable with. All right, here we go. We are starting with in and out squats. You're gonna have your weight in hand at your chest, and let's go. Almost there. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1, time. Squat thrusters. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You don't have to go super low, but it should be all one motion. Elbows stay forward. Sit into your hips. 3, 2, 1, time. And goblet squat. Weight in hand, feet are wide, and go. Three, 2, 1, done. Good job, you guys. Okay, so now we are going to move to circuit 2. We've got 3 different exercises. We are going to incorporate a little bit of our core here, and you will need your weights, probably the lighter ones for this set. So if you have those handy, make sure you grab them now. And we are actually going to start on our knees. So if you have a mat, if you have like hardwood floors like I do, it's a little hard on the knees. So if you have a mat, feel free to go grab it now. If not, we're only going to be on our knees here and there for about 20 seconds. So just kind of bear with me if you can. These are called kneeling curls. So I'm actually going to try to use the heavier weights with this exercise. But again, if you want to try that, great. If you want to have 2 different sizes like I do, that way you can drop down in weight if you need to, that's even better. But what you're going to do before I even grab the weight, you're going to get on your knees, and of course, I'm all about body alignment like I said before, so we want to make sure that the knees are in line with the shoulders, not way out here. Okay, so if I turn and face you guys, I shouldn't be that far apart. So we want to keep everything in line from top to bottom. Now, it is important if you want to engage in your core on these bicep curls that you keep your hips forward, okay? So you're kind of tucking the booty in a little bit, you're squeezing the butt cheeks and keeping the hips forward. This is engaging in your core. Now, one of the things that I love about this particular exercise to do curls with is it completely takes the lower body out of it. Oftentimes, I see, even with my own clients, that they begin to kind of do this swinging motion and they try to use every part of their body but their biceps to do those last few curls to finish the set. Well, when you're here, you're pretty much taking the lower body out of it. So it forces you to just pull with the bicep. I'm gonna go through the exercises just like I did before. So this is where I need you to pay attention and focus to the little details that I give you. I am gonna grab my dumbbells. Let me turn to the side here so you can see. Okay, so my hips are forward, my core is engaged. I'm gonna place these dumbbells in front of my body, okay? And of course my knees are in line with my shoulders. My eyes are forward, so my chest is out and open. I'm gonna curl up to my chest and return back down, okay? So here, curl up and back down. Now there's different variations that you can do in this movement, but for today, we're just gonna keep a small gap between the dumbbells, but you do need to return in almost a full extension. Those are the kneeling bicep curls. Now, for the second exercise, I'm gonna drop down to my smaller weights, and I'm going to get in what is called a V-sit. So basically, we are going to be working our upper body, but we are still engaging in our core because of the position of our body. So this right here is the V-sit. Now I'm not that flexible to really extend my legs all the way out. So right here is about as comfortable as I can be to be able to perform the exercise. My dumbbells, again, I'm sorry for the heavy breathing. My dumbbells are here, and this is going to be a cross body alternating punch. So my core is engaged here. I'm crossing over the body. So if I said freeze, that dumbbell should be on the opposite side of my body, on the outside of the hip. This is what it looks like here in full motion. And again, we want to protect the elbow joint, so be careful not to pop it and not lock out the elbow. Just a slight bend in the elbow as you are performing the rep. And lastly, I'm going to move my dumbbells aside, alternating V-up. So I'm going to start on my back, my legs are wide, my arms are behind me and also wide. The alternation is when you're coming up, you're going to touch in the middle of the body on the opposite foot. Now, if you cannot touch the foot, you're not flexible enough to do that, or so you can touch your chin, or not your chin, your shin, or your knee, that is fine too. A modification to this exercise, if you are not strong enough to get yourself all the way to meet in the middle, totally fine. The modification to that is just doing like a crunch. So we're still getting the movement, but as you can see, the shoulder blade is up off the mat. I'm still reaching as high as I can and coming back down and alternating to the other side. So if you do have to modify, just make sure that you're focusing on pulling up with the middle part of your core and the shoulder blade is coming up off the mat. Okay, here we go. So again, we are starting with kneeling curls. So this is where you're gonna grab your weights. It's 20 seconds of work time, back to back to back, and then you will get a 40-second breather before we do it again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Small gap between the dumbbells, elbows stay in tight, core is tight, hips are forward. 3, 2, 1, drop the weight, grab the lighter ones if you need to. V-sit punches, 3, 2, 1, and, sorry, go. Again, crossing over the body, keeping the feet up as long as possible. 3, 2, 1. All right. On your backs. Alternating V-sit and go. 10 seconds. Try your best to reach up and meet in the middle if you can. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo. So I want to apologize for me having to go in and out of the camera. I am new at this YouTube thing, so I kind of have to rig some stuff in my house to kind of put all of this together. So I appreciate you dealing with that and being patient with me. So we've got about 20 seconds left. Again, make sure you're hydrating, getting you a sip of water, and if you're like me and you're not in great cardio shape and you're breathing heavily, it's important for you to try to get those deep breaths in through the nose and exhaling all of that out. So here we go. We are going to start round 2. We're going to start with the kneeling curls. So now you will need your heavier weights, or you can drop down to lighter weights if you need to. 20 seconds of work time, 3 exercises, back to back to back, 40 seconds after all of the exercises are completed. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, if you're ever doing things for like time, like we are now, your mindset needs to be, how many reps can I do in this 20 seconds? But with also maintaining your form. 3, 2, 1, time. Very good. V-sit punches. Lighter weight is needed here in 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you get rotation in and you're not just punching straight out, and you are crossing the body. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, here we go. Last one. V-sit, alternating V-ups. Go. Wide feet, wide hands. Think about pulling up with your core. You can use your hands as your arms as momentum if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, you guys. One more round. Okay, so here we go, you guys. It's the last round of this circuit 2. And again, we are starting with kneeling curls. As always, I want you to push yourself. It is the last round, so I want you to put everything you have into this one. Do as many reps as you possibly can in that 20-second work time. And then we are going to finish up strong at the end of this circuit with a little bit of a cardio HIIT session. Yay! Nobody shares my enthusiasm when I say things like that. So, okay, here we go. We're going to be on the knees. Hips are going to be forward. Make sure that you are maintaining good form even when you're trying to fight and struggle through those last few reps. Grab your weights. Here we go. 20 seconds. 2, 1, let's go. Do it this way. Keep your hips forward. Booty is tucked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish it. Good. V-sit punches. In 3, 2, 1, go. Try to maintain that V-sit for the entire time. 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Last one. sorry, alternating V-ups in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Almost there. 2, 1, time! Yay! We survived round 2, circuit 2. Awesome job, you guys. So now would be a good time for you to catch your breath, grab you some water. Remember, sip on it. Don't guzzle it, you will regret it. And I'm gonna go through the last set of exercises. So you will not need any weight for this. It is just a quick, excuse me, let me get that deep breath in. It's just a quick HIIT cardio session that I kind of like to do at the end of a cardio strength session, which is what we just got done doing. So again, all of these exercises are great because minimal equipment needed and you can do it in the comfort of your own home. And I know many of you across the country are still in quarantine, so my thoughts and prayers are with you guys, and we will get through this. It's just going to take some time, but we all have to make sure we do our part. That way we can quickly speed up the process of kind of getting back to normalcy a little bit. But I do have other videos on my YouTube channel, which you've probably already seen. So if you do one of them or 2 or 3 of them and you liked what you saw or you liked what you did, I ask that you please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button on each video. Of course, your support is always greatly appreciated. Okay, so we're gonna set the weights aside. You're gonna need just a little bit of space here, not a whole lot. Okay, so what we are going to finish with, excuse me, we've got 3 exercises. We're gonna do jump lunge burpees, everybody's favorite burpees. We're gonna do mountain climbers, and we are also gonna do plank jacks. So we are still engaging in our core. The only difference is we are going to do this on the minute, which is like one of my favorite things to torture my clients with. But today I get to torture myself, and it's something that I don't do very often for me, so this should be pretty entertaining and for you guys. So on the minute, what that means is that you guys will have 3 exercises to do in 1 minute. The time that is left over in that minute after you have completed all of your exercise reps is your rest time. So I love this because it forces you to work a little bit harder and to earn your rest time. So we are going to start off with 8 jump lunge burpees, 8 plank jacks, and 8 mountain climbers. And of course, just like I do in my fitness boot camp, modifications can be done, and you can also drop the reps if you are struggling to get all of it in the 1 minute. But before you do that, I really want you to push yourself a couple of rounds before you have to reduce the amount of reps. You might surprise yourself. You may be able to go the full 5 minutes, you never know. So it is a 5-minute continuous clock. Again, you are working for rest. So really quick, I'm gonna go through the 3 exercises, and then we're gonna finish out strong. So the jump lunge burpee, we are gonna go 1, 2, out, in, up, repeat, okay? Make sure on those jump lunges, the knee is under the hip. The core is tight. I'm not leaning, so we've got good body alignment from my knee to my shoulders. Lunge, lunge, out, in, burpee. On the plank jacks, Make sure that your hands are underneath the shoulders. My body is nice and tight, so my quads are tight, my core is tight, even my triceps and my shoulders are engaged here. And it's like a jumping jack, but in plank. It's going out and in, here to here, okay? And then lastly, you're gonna stay in that plank position and do mountain climbers. Hands are under the shoulders, bringing the knees to the chest as quickly as you can go. All right, you guys, 5 minutes and you are done for today. You got this. 5-minute continuous clock, 1 minute to get all 3 exercises in. And here we go. Rest. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3 minutes, you guys. You guys, almost there. As you can see, I'm dying too. Here we go. 2 minutes left. 3, 2, 1, let's go. One minute left. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Finish strong. Let's go. Awesome, you guys. Way to finish strong there at the end and push yourself to finish. Whew. So, if I can catch my breath, I want to thank you guys for inviting me into your living rooms today and joining me on this full body workout. If, as I said before, if you would please so kindly subscribe and hit the like button. And you've got about 12 other workouts that you can kind of pick and choose and filter through. And make sure you hit that like button on the ones that you actually do. And maybe you can leave a comment, but please be nice. Also, I am on Instagram, fit_for_life83. So you can kind of see a little bit of insight into my life. And I'm also on Facebook, so you can follow me there, Miranda Goff. I would love to hear some feedback from you guys, so please stay in touch. Make sure your notifications are on, because as I said before, I will be posting more content as I'm stuck in this quarantine for 2 weeks. You guys stay safe. Have a great day. Peace.